Yeah, Indian Medical Association wholeheartedly welcome this move, and this is what we are expecting for a long time, and we are waiting for this research to come out. I think at the right time, the government of India has taken a decision based on the report, and this will be of great benefit to the children of this country. Because we are on the fear that the third wave, when it comes, the most commonly the people who are going to be affected will be the children. As the Western countries have started the vaccination for the children, and if India, we have this opportunity to vaccinate, we can very happily and very solidly, we can open up all the schools, and the opportunity which has been lost for the children can be revived. So this is a great news for the people who are involving in the healthcare delivery system. So we welcome this with a wholehearted, and we take this opportunity to congratulate both the scientists, the doctors, and also the government of India for taking this solid step. We are looking forward to have this to be rolled out very quickly so that it can reach the public who are children who are in need for this vaccination.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. J.A. Jayalal, for joining us here on Republic TV. Let me also go across to Dr. Raman Gangakherkar, who's the former ICMR scientist. Dr. Gangakherkar, certainly a massive news coming in that the children between the age group of 2 to 18 will now be able to have access to vaccination.
That's right. It's a big day for Indian science that this vaccine has been developed indigenously. Perhaps we need to congratulate even Bharat Biotech and Indian Council of Medical Research to take the initiative and develop this vaccine. And now it has been approved for pediatric usage. The best part of the whole thing is this vaccine is developed on a time-tested platform of whole inactivated viruses. So essentially the people who have a scare when they want to use a newer platform for the vaccines, like we talked of, what we see essentially in the West as mRNA vaccines, which were never ever tried before, that will perhaps allay their anxieties because they are using similar platforms. So it's a big day for our science.
In fact, Dr. Gangakherkar, stay with us. We'll also go across to Dr. Shashank Joshi, who's the member of the COVID task force for Maharashtra. Dr. Joshi, certainly a massive news coming in this afternoon that Covaxin has now been given an approval for the children age group between 2 to 18.
Yes, I think it's a big point of science. I must congratulate both the Indian Council such as Bharat Biotech. And, we are at par with the world. We were known as the vaccine pharmacy of the world. We make half the world's vaccines. We have not got a pediatric approval in place. And, the data has been strong. It's a safe vaccine. See, safety comes first. And from the safety standpoint, Covaxin is right up there. So, it will definitely pose and reassure confidence in our largest vaccination program on planet Earth for COVID. As you know, we are nearing 100 crore mark also. As we are nearing the 100 crore mark, I think this is a big news, particularly in vulnerable group, which is potentially thought. If you see the current outbreak in the United States, 25% in the current outbreak in the US are children. And therefore, this vulnerable is still uncovered. And now we have two options available for them. In 2 to 18, we will have Covaxin. 2 to 18, we will have these Hydrus Covid. And both of them are products of Indian science and Indian manufacturers. So it is truly a Make in India, Made in India movement for us.
Absolutely. In fact, another short question to Dr. Gangakherkar as well. Dr. Gangakherkar, parents were absolutely anxious as far as sending their children back to schools are concerned, even going to public places. How big a news is for them, and huge sigh of relief coming in for all those parents who were in fact anxious to send their children out?
One, the vaccine would be available. The vaccine is from a time-tested platform. And the third part, which is important, is the interval between two dosages is short enough. So they can actually think in terms of sending the child physically to the school without having any kind of concern in their mind.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, Dr. Gangakherkar and Dr. Joshi, please stay with us. We'll also go across to Dr. D.K. Gupta, who's a pediatrician himself from Felix Healthcare, who's also joining us on the broadcast. Dr. Gupta, certainly a massive news coming in. Help us understand the significance of the same now that the children between the age group of 2 to 18 will also have access to vaccination.
Yeah, I think this is one of the breakthrough news, and we were waiting for this week for last more than 1 year. And because we have got vaccine for all adult population more than 18 years, even now we get approval for the 12 years plus vaccine also. We were waiting for children, those who are between 2 years and 12 years. And the trials were already conducted by Covaxin on different aims and other hospitals across India. And the trial results are very successful, very great. And I think it's a very great step, and the government of India has expedited the approval for this vaccine. And I think the subject expert committee and CDSCO and DGCI, they have all done a great job. Everyone should definitely praise for this. And I think there will be one more challenge, like vaccine should be available in market as soon as possible, because after approval, it takes a lot of time. Like we talk about ZSCO-B also, it has get approval around 1 month. Still, we have not got that vaccine in the market till now. So I think we should also streamline or expedite the operational process for the smooth availability of vaccine as early as possible in the market, yes, so that we can start vaccination program for our precious children as early as possible.
All right, Dr. Gupta, stay with us. In fact, Dr. Joshi, another quick question to you. If we take a look at the world data at this point, after inoculating more than 120 million of the 1.4 billion citizens, the country is now looking to vaccinate the children in the country as well. But there are some countries in the world who are still debating whether or not they should give children that vaccination shot or not. But certainly this comes as encouraging news for other countries as well now.
Absolutely. I think vaccination is the way to go on this viral disease. That we should not doubt. But we will have to keep innovating on the vaccination. And I'm sure that generation 2nd, generation 3rd vaccines will be developed by ICMR, Bharat Biotech, and various other Indian as well as global manufacturers. We will have to keep innovating on that. Remember, these are fastest vaccines developed for any disease on planet Earth. You know, during swine flu, the Spanish flu, etc., we didn't have any vaccination process going on. But here we have developed in a record time of 20 months a vaccine not only for adults but also for pediatrics, and actually gone through the rigor of clinical trials and generate some data with some robustness. So I think we need to trust science. We need to continue the process of science, and science will have to be there even in the pediatric space. In fact, pediatric vaccinations have always been there. Look at the example of smallpox, polio. All these diseases got eradicated mainly because of vaccination. So it's a vaccine preventable disease. We still have to mask. We still have to have COVID behavior for next 6 months to 1 year. I don't think there is any doubt on that front. But we will have to definitely celebrate this moment, because it's a very pride moment for every Indian.
Absolutely. Dr. Joshi, Dr. Gupta, stay with us. Dr. Raman, another question to you. If we talk about the world data and even countries like US, Zydus Cadilah's new DNA-based vaccine was recently given an emergency approval that can be given to adults and children between of 12 years and above. And this is certainly a moment of pride for India that now we have access to vaccination between the age group of 2 to 18.
Yeah. That I completely agree with what you are saying. That is the lowest limit from where perhaps this vaccine can be provided is 2 years. Now, which essentially means that we would be able to provide this vaccine to the youngest of the children. And if we do that, but nowadays you are also seeing publications that are coming which tend to say that if a child gets infected, there is a post-COVID syndrome that tends to follow. So instead of that, if you would have a vaccine which protects you, perhaps, even those potentially long-term effects which we don't understand today may be prevented to a larger extent.
Absolutely. Dr. Raman, stay with us. Dr. Gupta, another short question to you. We do know that this is one of the many other vaccinations that will now be available for children as well. Help us understand the significance of the same and how important is it to vaccinate our children, and how different this vaccination is for maybe for adults as well.
Actually, inoculating around 4.5 crore doses to mothers and children across India in our universal immunization program. And like this is a very great news. If some vaccine is developed for any disease, communicable disease, and it is preventable by the vaccine, that's a great news for the prevention. And children are highly vulnerable in case of any disease. And however, in COVID, that mortality was quite low in children, but still this is a great news because in whole worldwide we have not received any news till now. Any vaccine has been approved by WHO or FDA or any other European agency for less than 12 years of age. So India is now leading the world by providing a great vaccine that is tested and trialed in different clinical and non-clinical trials across the whole country, and it has got approval from the government of India also. Now we have a vaccine that can be given more than 2 years of age. It means like other children we are preventing for the flu shots and other hepatitis A, scurvy vaccine, chickenpox. It will be a similar vaccine. It will be in a part of a national immunization program or maybe in an academy of physics immunization chart also, so that we can give depending upon the booster dosage or depending on the recommendation also, even we have to give booster dosage also. I think it is a great news and we should all celebrate it. But I will again reiterate that it should be available as soon as possible because currently most of our Indian children are suffering from the dengue fever also. We don't want any third wave. As early we will start inoculation to the children, we will control will prevent the children from the high risk of COVID also, and definitely we are in process of getting herd immunity, and after this news, the herd immunity will be easier to achieve.
In fact, Dr. Gupta, it is very important to once again reiterate the safety as well as the immunogenicity of this vaccine, because according to reports coming in, India's COVID-19 vaccine, that is Covaxin, are almost the same in children and adults between the age group of 18 years less or above. That's what the results are stating. How important is it to send out that message so that people do not have that apprehension to give that vaccine to their children?
Remove the vaccine hesitancy among the children also and among the parents also. I will tell you the vaccine developed by the India, it is a great platform and we are using this platform more than 60 years and we are one of the largest manufacturer of vaccines across the world. We are exporting our vaccine to more than 116 countries across the world. It means and the vaccine has been gone through different trials also. And that the process of vaccine is very great, like that we are using in Covaxin the killed virus. Means vaccine virus is already killed and attenuated, and after this killed virus, it is not able to produce any disease in children or adults. That's why it will produce only antigenic response or immunogenic response in children. And I will again reiterate it. Any vaccine which is more than 50% effective is a good vaccine as by WHO also, FDA also, or any international agency also. It means this vaccine will be having efficacy of around 60 to 70%, and we have got parents also and adults also and children also. Therefore, we should go ahead with this vaccine and we should not create any rumor or any vaccine hesitancy among the Indian population or any across the world also.
For joining us live, we also have Dr. Shashank Joshi and Dr. Raman Gangakhedkar joining us in this broadcast. And, the official statement that we are getting is that Subject Expert Committee has given a recommendation to DCGI for the use of Covaxin for 2 to 18-year-olds. So I want to take this question to Dr. Raman Gangakhedkar. What would be the next step so as to start the inoculation for children as soon as possible? Dr. Raman Gangakhedkar.
No, one of the first steps that the company will have to undertake is submit that manufactured Covaxin dosages to CDRI Kasoli and try to get their batches approved. It may take about 2 to 3 weeks time, and after that they can supply it. They can actually provide it either to the government, or if the government is allowing it to be marketed, even in the market they can sell it. But first part will be the testing of the vaccines that have been manufactured for the quality will have to be done first, and only then they can come in they can be used.
Thank you, Dr. Raman Gangakhedkar, for for giving us your take on this fresh development and the breaking news. Dr. Shashank Joshi, I would like to ask this next question to you. Now that we're closer to starting inoculating children, what do you see as the challenges in this entire inoculation drive? Would we face the same problems, the initial hiccups probably that we had in inoculating adults as well?
No, I think we are now much better ready and prepared. So first thing is, after the batch gets approved by the CDRI and Kasoli, the NTAG committee, which is headed by Dr. Arora, they will also have to put the pediatric vaccine in space. Because right now, below 18, it is not permitted. And once the COVID app is able to regularize all this, which probably will take, according to me, 2 to 4 weeks, then the whole process will start. I feel now we have gone through the learning curve, and we are reasonably confident that we have, we are the largest vaccinator in the children's world. And that whole right from cold chain to vaccination programs is a well-oiled geared apparatus. In fact, our pediatric immunization apparatus was always better geared up than even the adult apparatus. So from that standpoint, I don't see any major hiccups which will impede this. In fact, it will be done quick and fast. It will be directly proportional to the availability of the vaccine in the eligible population. And also we'll have to see whether they will be first available to the comorbid population between 2 to 18. Will they be available for everybody? Will they be available in open market and private space also? All these are factors which are going to be, more will unfold in the next 2 to 4 weeks. Most likely within a month's time, things will be all ironed out and smooth. And probably we'll have the next couple of months spent as the winter sets in about the pediatric vaccine program. And again, we will probably be one of the largest countries on planet Earth vaccinating children about 2 years.